everybody, this is Amy. Welcome back to my channel. This is a channel about mostly cross stitch, but occasionally other things, which is what this video is going to be about. So I had this idea that I would make a Crafttube type of video and share with you guys all of my things that aren't cross stitch related. Even though it's technically stitchy because it's crochet and it's sewing, those are called stitches. I know for myself personally, I kind of skip over the parts when people are sharing knitting and all of those other things because I'm not so much into watching like crochet videos, and I don't knit, so I don't watch any of the knitting stuff, and most of the cross stitchers that I watch also knit, and I just don't really enjoy watching the knitting stuff. And then as far as crochet is concerned, I don't watch crochet videos at all either. I find occasional patterns that I like to make. I mostly like to make blankets. And I've shared these over the years. I don't think I'd have to really hunt for previous blankets that I've made because I've given them all away as gifts. I currently only have 2 blankets that I'm working on. One is just about done. This one I'm going to show you guys today. And then the other one I haven't worked on in years. That's going to be my next one after I finish this one, which is hopefully my winter project. It's gotten a little bit harder to crochet because my cat sits on things and it gets full of cat hair and it's very frustrating, but that's besides the point. So Crafttube, I'm going to share with you guys everything else, my sewing, my diamond painting, and my crocheting, because those are the crafts that I do outside of cross stitching, which is why I don't have a lot of cross stitch progress, especially lately because I've been more so into the diamond painting than I have a lot of other things right now. So I guess we'll start with the sewing because I don't want this video to be an hour. Somebody that I started watching, I've been watching her for a while now. She kind of disappeared for a while, but her videos are very, very long. And they're just very long-winded, and I feel so bad. I just don't have the time or the patience to sit through a 2-hour video. So I don't want my videos to be that long. So let's get started with the sewing. So something that I have been working on, let me see if I have a picture of what it's supposed to look like. I don't think I have a full, is this what it looks like? Yes. So this is a quilt from Polly Carlson, and it is called the Hogwarts Crest Quilt Pattern. I originally started this about, oh gosh, I've lived in Tucson for almost 3 years, close to 5 years ago, put it away for at least 3 of those years. Started it the first year, thought that I started it in like February or March of that year, thought that I would get it done by Christmas. And this is the first like quilt that I've ever made. No. Worked on it until about Christmas and then put it away for a good 3 years. And then the past year, I've been slowly working on the pieces, and now I have it out. I have my sewing table in a much more functional area of my house that works for me. So I can literally come and just work on this project. I'm thinking of adding one more small table on this side to make it even more functional and give myself some more space because my sewing table is quite small and you guys are actually sitting on top of my sewing machine right now. So this is the finished blanket of what it looks like. It's the Hogwarts 4 house colors with the crest in the middle with just an H on it. I have this piece done somewhere, at least I thought I did, and I have a thought that I might have tossed it because I don't have a recollection of where it might be in all of my craft stuff, and that's okay. I have the pattern. I will redo it because I was still playing with the stitches to get the stitches of this that goes around, which is a very particular type of stitch. On my sewing machine, it's stitch 5. Let me see if I can show you up close what the crest looks like, because that was the very, very first piece that's made. This is the stitch. This is the back side. But the front side of the stitch is the same thing, just a cleaner version of it. And I was still trying to like figure it all out. So yeah, I don't have the front cover of this pattern because I didn't print the front cover. I only printed, because it was so long, I only printed the pages that I was absolutely gonna need, and mine starts on page 2 which is talking about the kneaded fabric. I am making the full double size. This is the kneaded pages of the pattern. The pattern itself is like almost 100 pages, but it does come with all of the templates for everything and other parts of the blanket that you can fit together. I'll look for this again and see if I can find where I bought it from and see if I can link it below if I can. So I don't have like the whole thing to show you guys. I just started piecing together all of the squares for the colors. So mine is going to be bigger than the image that is shown on in the picture because I use different colors, things like that. It's also going to be bigger. So this is my Hufflepuff color scheme with the yellows. I think it calls for like 5 different colors. So it's like, I want to say it's 4 yellows and I don't know how those ended up together. They shouldn't have been together. A black, I think, 2 blacks actually, and then the blacks share in another one. So this is the first piece that I did. What I'm struggling with is straightening them out. So like to me, this does not look straight by any means. It's hard to kind of like hold it up. But again, this is my first quilt, so I'm gonna push through it and see what it ends up like. And if it doesn't come out nice, then I guess I'll donate it. I don't freaking know. So there's that. I can show you guys some of my blue colors that I have. So it's blue and then a gray, like offset color that I have. And there's like a whitish gray type of thing. Obviously that's Ravenclaw. Hufflepuff. I was actually getting ready to start sewing some of the Slytherin pieces together. And then, oh, I skipped totally over the Gryffindor. And the Gryffindor shares the yellow color scheme. So the colors that you choose need to also match the different houses because like Ravenclaw and Gryffindor both have the yellow in it. And then Hufflepuff, no, and then Slytherin and Ravenclaw share the gray. Sorry, that took me longer to realize than I thought. So here's some of my reds that I chose for Gryffindor. I chose all of the coordinating colors. There are no set colors for this. They are just colors that you choose from like your craft store. And it tells you on there, there's like a whole tiny 100 pages of the pattern. I'm on page 21. So it's taking me that long to get through. A lot of it though is a lot of words and charts for the thing and lots of pictures. So that's one of the sewing things that I'm working on. And then I also have several project bags that I'm in the middle of sewing. My daughter wants me to try to make these doll clothes. And then I have a bunch of other pieces for the Harry Potter blanket. And I have a ton of other fabric because we need it. I have a backing fabric, all of that kind of stuff. And I have a feeling I'm gonna have to redo that Hogwarts crest. So I hope I have enough of the colors for that. So some of the project bags I'm in the middle of making are this one. This is gonna be the outside cover. So if you guys haven't seen my project bags, the finished piece is about, I don't know, 14 by 12 and a half. I can fit the small Q snaps inside of these, not the large Q snaps, like the 12 by 12s. I can't fit in here. I can, but I can't zip them. But this is just the project bag size that I like. I actually think that I'm gonna make a couple of bigger project bags. I just don't like how tall they sit. And then mine are a little bit offset so that they actually close like this, so that there's a lip up here. I have a couple that I did that close at the top. Those are the ones that I'm not too fond of. And then because of the way the zipper is, like it doesn't go all the way to the end. And so fitting the Q snaps inside of here Doesn't always play nice. But I still just really like this bag, but I get really annoyed that I can't fit the Q-snap in here. So I don't know, I'm still kind of playing with that, but these have already been cut. So I'm going to finish these. That's the backing fabric. It's like a glittery, thicker type of material. This I want to say I got from Hobby Lobby back when I used to shop there. And then this I got from Walmart. And then they still carry this teal one because I was just there today and they had the teal one and they have a white one as well. And then I have this project bag that I haven't even sewn at all. I just have the backing fabric sewed onto it. So the front is going to look like this. This is the cover and it is sparkly. I think this is also another Walmart one. And then I just have this blue liner on the inside. It's just the cheap cotton fabric from Walmart is what that one is. And then I have another one. I think I have 4 in here. This one has the zipper already, like the other one. So the outer fabric is Super Mario, like this. The inside fabric is going to be this black kind of polka dotty type of fabric. That's the Super Mario one. And the zipper, I picked out this green zipper. I tried to pick out an offset color zipper that I think is going to look cute. See, in this one, my cat sat in because this one's full of cat hair. I had a ton of this extra chili fabric from, not chili, but like, I call it Louisiana fabric. It's just what it reminds me of. Well, and then it says Louisiana on it. But, see, I have like cat hair on my nose. It's like, from when I made masks, my son was like, I don't want anything too girly, and he liked this one, so I made him a mask out of this one. So this is another one. Wasn't there just a zipper? Oh yeah, I was going to use this green zipper. And then this is the outside fabric. So it's got like crawfish. It's like shrimp boil or like gumbo. I don't know if I can know. Bell peppers, garlics, hot sauce, all types of stuff on it. And then the inside fabric is just this dark red fabric. There's that. And then I have another of the pink zipper with this dude again, because I ended up with a lot of that fabric. And it was just a cutesy type of fabric that I liked. Again, it was fabric that I originally bought to make masks out of and had enough left over to make a project bag. This one, I don't know why I was making 2 of these project bags. I think I might give one to my daughter for her to use as like a carrying case, maybe for her tablet and stuff like that, or whatever she wants to carry around, so that like when we travel she can use that as the bag and kind of just take it with her. So let me put this away, and then I will get my, I guess, my diamond painting, because that's all the sewing stuff that I have. I guess I can share with you guys some sewing haul. I recently bought this fabric. So Michael's, the last time that I went to Michael's, I don't know if this is a thing, if they're starting it, or if it was a one-time thing. I need to go back and see. But they had a whole aisle, I'm not even kidding you, a whole entire aisle of $5 fabric, $5 yard fabric. I had never seen it before, and I assumed that it was something that they were starting because it wasn't shown as a clearance. It wasn't shown as anything else. It was just the regular 100% cotton fabric that they have there. This was one of them. So I got a yard of the Batman one. My daughter loves Batman. She wanted me to make her some pillowcases, so I'm going to make her some pillowcases out of that. I did see a lady on Marketplace was selling this awesome fabric. I'd love to make a project bag out of this. Even though, well, she who must not be named is not on here. So there we go. Even better. Okay, I won't go into the politics of that, but look how vibrant this is. I absolutely love this. And if the lighting is wonky, it is what it is, guys. So there's that. Definitely making a project bag out of that. She had this listed as a yard. I don't think it's a yard. I don't feel like it's a yard anyway, because no, maybe I got 2 yards of this. I think I got 2 yards of this one. because there's a huge difference between that and that. And then there's also a lady local to me who sells fabric, but I found this at Walmart. Freaking adorable. We eat a lot of ramen here, and this Maruchan, that's how I say it, is my favorite brand of ramen. So I had to get this. I want to make a project bag out of these. If I use fat quarters, I would need 4 fat quarters. So technically I would need a yard of fabric per project bag that I make. But I like to have a different outside color than the inside color. So this would be the outside, and I would need a different inside color. I'm thinking like orange. It's just something totally different than what I normally have. I have a lot of like dark type of fabric bags. Fabric bags? Project bags. So then there's this really awesome lady. Let me pick this up. Is it in the way if I put it here? Actually, no, it's not. There's this awesome lady who sells fabric here. A lot of the time the fabric is for $5 or $6 a yard. So I kind of wait until I have some money that I can spend there. I try to go with like $100 because I end up wanting to get a whole bunch of stuff. So all of these were either $3 or $5 a yard. I think maybe 1 or 2 was $6, like the boutique one, because I really liked it. But she always has some awesome sales. And she's a lady local to me. Like you can't order online from her. I got this Halloween fabric, and I bought these in the summer. And so that's like a good time to go to her, because if you buy off season stuff, especially, it's a cheaper price. And these are all just cotton quilting fabrics. The pumpkins, I got these cats, and they say boo. I have this batik, freaking gorgeous. And I got this batik as well. That one, that blue is just gorgeous. I have the blue snowmans, which I'll probably use as an inside fabric. It would be funny if I put the snowmans inside the Halloween fabric. I got these cats, which this is a small cut. I feel like she just had this left over, but this is still enough to make a project bag out of it. So it's like these African cat type of things. Freaking cute. I got these African ladies. I absolutely freaking love this pattern. Are you sure they're right side up? Yeah. Isn't it gorgeous? Oh my gosh, it's freaking beautiful. I love it. Just the colors of the skirts and the pots. Absolutely love it. And very unique, something I hadn't seen before. And I got this. It's not a batik, but isn't it beautiful? Like it almost looks like it. It also reminds me of kind of like the Hannah Lynn or Mandy Manzano work. And then I got, what's the other fabric that I got? I got a Hello Kitty one. And I bet you my daughter cut it up in her room, my little one. And then I got this one because it's very Southwesty. And I live in Arizona now. So, Southern Arizona. Totally reminds me, oh yeah, that was right side up. Very Southwest. I was looking for something with saguaros on it. Couldn't find any. The ones that she did have was like not, it was more like Western style. Not really what I was looking for, but I love this. And then I think that was all that I got from her. Yeah, because these are all other fabrics that I used before. Upholstery fabric also works really great for project bags. It's just very thick. So you need a thin liner on the inside, like a cheaper fabric, because upholstery fabric's really thick. And then I have a bunch of random fat quarters that I've had forever. So there's those. And I really want to get started. I do have a Hello Kitty one. Oh, here's another project bag. Oh, because I messed this one up big time. So the back is these measuring tapes, but the orientation right here is horizontal, and on here it's vertical, which honestly also use it. However, can you see what happened here? So I can cut this and fix the zipper here so that it's fine, and it's just going to be a much smaller project bag. You can see the difference. And the inside is this. I don't know if you can see how thin it is on camera, but this is like, I ordered a bunch of material from AliExpress maybe, or Alibaba, and it said it was cotton, and it ended up being this weird, can you see me? I can see you. This weird, thin, strange feeling material. I mean, it still feels like fabric, but it's just, it's not cotton. Came with no labels, and it's just super thin. So I have a separate basket of just fabric scraps, and I ended up putting all of those in there, and the patterns were freaking awesome for my daughter to kind of just mess around with and cut stuff up and kind of just like learn to sew on her own. So let me show you guys the diamond painting that I have. So the diamond painting that I started is this one. This is Willow by Diamond Art Club, and it is a Hannah Lynn design, or Hannah Disney, depending how OG you are. I bought this a long time ago. This is square. It is a 42 by 59. I'm about a third of the way done. Started going really hard. You can tell the part that I'm done, I think. So I did this part, and then I've done some of this up here. Because sometimes I get tired of the orientation that I'm facing, and then I turn it over to do something else. And so there it is. It's absolutely stunning. Like, to how vibrant it is down there. Like, freaking gorgeous. The reason that I stopped doing so many diamond paintings was, number one, I'm really itchy from going through that fabric because my cat sat in it, and I'm actually really allergic to cats, but I take allergy pills every day. The reason that I stopped doing diamond paintings is because I started getting to a point where, number one, I had too many and I was overwhelmed by what I had. And then number two, every time, and I'm not talking about me selling them, I'm talking about just doing them as a hobby. Every time I would find a diamond painting, it was always square. And I hate freaking squares. I hate them. The last 3 diamond paintings that I've done, this is one of them. I did Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way, and a saxophone, all from Diamond Art Club, and they were all freaking squares. And it was getting to a point where anytime Diamond Art Club would release a diamond painting, and they were the supplier that I would buy my personal diamond paintings from probably 90% of the time, because I can trust their quality. If I run out of drills, I know they're going to replace them. They're just really awesome, very fast shipping despite the price. Plus, I could use like the payment feature that they had, so I could order more and pay in payments type of situation. So you know, I would be able to, that makes sense. And so it started getting really annoying. Anytime I would see one where I'm like, I gotta have it, it was square. Probably 99% of the time it was square. So the last handful that I ordered from them, I just said, you know what, I'm just gonna stop. If they come out with something that I really have to have that's not square, then I'll get it. I was really hoping that they would release the superhero line from Mandy Manzano when they partnered with her. She has the long Disney ones that she did, the Disney princesses ones, and I was really hoping that she has the superhero line that is like Loki and Iron Man and Thor and all of them. I have a couple of them in cross stitches, but I really wanted them in diamond paintings, and Diamond Art Club never showed any interest in getting them. I asked them one time, and they said that just wasn't something they were interested in at that time. This was years ago. Still to this day, they haven't come out with it. So it is what it is. So yeah, I have a couple more. I have diamond paintings. Trust me, I still probably got 20 or 30 diamond paintings that I haven't done, that I hope to do one day. I share my stash with my mom, so whenever she runs out, you know, she comes and picks a new one out, and she does some at her house too. So there's that. This is one that I'm currently working on. So I try to only do one at a time. I finished all of the other diamond whips that I had. Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way was my last. No. I'm not sure. I had Not Bad, Just Drawn That Way and the saxophone. Both were going at the same time. So I worked on one, finished it, put it away, worked on the next one, finished it, put it away, and then I had no diamond painting whips at all. So then that's when I busted out this one. I thought, you know what, this is It's an okay size, much smaller than the other two. Something that I could get done in a decent amount of time. That's not going to hopefully take me 3 years, which it's been a couple of months. And between this and my other projects, this is, you know, pretty good progress. And then the last thing that I don't think I'm going to be able to get in the screen, but I'm pretty sure I have a photo of it. So I will take a picture of it and put it in too here in a second. The only thing I'm working on with this is the border. I'm trying to figure out where my yarn is attached so I don't like unravel anything. I started this blanket, it's not going to fit in the screen. I started this blanket about 7 or 8 years ago, and I barely finished it last year. It's a Harley Davidson one. I have no idea. Is it even? I have no idea where I got the pattern from. I am going to put a backing on it because you can see through it, first of all, which is fine. It's yarn, but it's super thick. You can't even see the flames on it. Let me see if I can just cover my head with it and show you guys a little bit of it. And if I look freaking ridiculous right now. And then it goes down to these flames on the bottom. I'll show you guys some more. There's a ton of cat hair on it. And then the flames on the bottom. So what I'm doing right now is I am just working on the border because the border on the edges ended up not being very thick at all. So you can see here like how close it is. So I want it to be thicker. You see how this side is a lot, the black is a lot deeper. So I'm just trying to match up the borders right now by, you know, adding more black to the edges because I need that black to sew on the backing fabric as well as the liner, the bias tape is what they call it, edging on it so that it'll match. And I think I'm gonna do, I'd like to do a black fuzzy, like not mink, but I don't even, like a plush type of fabric. I don't even know what it's called. I like to put that on the back. I kind of want a black silk border, but then I kind of don't. I might just go for a matte black border and see, I just gotta see what I can find and then put that on there. I feel like it has to be black. And then I kind of want the back to be black as well, but I might go for gray. And I think that's it. I don't really have anything else that I want to share. It's 10 o'clock at night and I'm drinking a freaking iced coffee. Yeah, I do have some cross stitch stuff that I want to share, but that will be in my next floss tube. But I figured that this video would be a good filler for my floss tubes since I currently don't do enough to create a floss tube every week just because of how busy I am. I barely even have time to think. So yeah, I shared the most recent patterns that I bought before this one. I accidentally bought one yesterday, and yes, it was an accident because I was purchasing a pattern from the Witchy Stitcher and didn't realize that this pattern was in my cart because it was on sale, so it was only a couple of bucks. And I didn't realize that it was in the cart, so when I went to download my files from the Witchy Stitcher, I saw that that pattern was in there, so I was like, oops. Totally didn't mean to buy that pattern. I'll put a picture of it here or here. I don't know. I have more space here, so I'll put it here. It's freaking adorable. I might change the colors. I'm not really sure. Or maybe do a couple of them in different colors, but it's really cute. And my daughter's been getting into plushies lately too. Or like amigurumi where she wants to make her own. So I might, there's a couple of like frog patterns that she wants to try. So I might buy one of those for her so she can do it on her own. She's getting pretty good. Type of thing. And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. My video is at 31 minutes. There is some stuff that I can edit out, so I think I can get it down to under 30 minutes. And yeah, I don't know what to say without just rambling on. You know, if you guys have any questions, let me know. And I hope to see you guys with another one of these videos in a couple weeks or maybe once a month. because this is the other stuff that I do too. So yeah, anyways, thanks for listening, and I'll talk to you guys in the next one.